Hi artists, and welcome back to my 6-part series on how we find your individual, unique style. In this episode, we're going to be looking at the masters that came before us and all the incredible, famous artwork that lives on in galleries today. I'm going to show you a full range of incredible artwork that's so different from each master to master. And I want you to see how different their unique individual style was. This is going to inspire you to create and try new different styles. Let's go ahead and look at the first artist. This is one of my favourites. This is by Georges Seurat, In the Afternoon on the Island of La Grande Jatte. I remember looking at this picture and just being mesmerised that it was made up of these tiny little dots, which we refer to as pointillism. Even though this painting is absolutely stunning, and I loved it as a child, and I still do to this day, when I took to painting like this myself, I found it very frustrating and I was getting quite impatient, and doing dot by dot made me feel like I couldn't be free. It wasn't very loose. So for me, even though this is one of my favourite artworks, the style is not for me. But that didn't stop me from giving it a go. So I want you to think about these artists as we go forward and just think, if something appeals to you, give it a go. And if you try it and you're not really getting into it, and you're not really feeling it, then that's fine. We can still appreciate the artwork. The style's just not for us. Our next artist is none other than the incredible Vincent van Gogh. So Vincent, if you don't know him, I'm sure you've seen one of his paintings. This is one of my favourites. This is The Starry Night. Vincent decided that he wanted to paint in a way that would make the viewer feel, and he wanted to use shapes and lines and thick amounts of paint to really get across the movement in a picture, the feeling of that scene. Now, our next artist has a completely different style. His style was realism.
This artist, of course, is Gustave Courbet. Courbet's style of art was showing the world as it really is at the time that he was alive. He wanted to show the reality and not the glossy side of life. So he gives us a real feel for what life was like when he was around. It's almost like he was taking a photograph with his paintings, capturing that real, authentic moment.
The final artist we're going to look at today, of course I couldn't not do this video without introducing Jackson Pollock. Jackson Pollock is an abstract artist, and wow, is he abstract. He actually named his paintings by numbers eventually. He wanted the viewer to make their mind up of what their interpretation of the painting was and what story it told. He would stand above his canvas and do lots of splats, but this was very well thought out. It wasn't just, I'm going to get a bucket of paint and I'm going to splatter some paint on it. It was a very thought out process of what colours work well together, where do I want the most intensity, where do I want the space to be quite free, where's the balance. So maybe you might want to sit down and create a bit of abstract. I love number 5. Number 5 is just, there's so much going on and you can really get lost in it. And you can really get into the mind of Pollock in this painting. So I hope you've enjoyed looking at the masters today. I encourage you to Google more, go to your local art gallery, have a look at your local artist's work, see what new masters we've got upon us. If you do sample a style of painting, I want you to post it in the group and show me how you got on and tell me all about it.